Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And what strikes you most about this remarkable venue is, of course, its greenness. It really makes a terrific sight at the Estadio Akron, home to Guadalajara, one of Mexico's most popular teams. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nedved. He's free, he has got space. And it's Neymar. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Nedved. He's making a real surge on the left. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, the closest thing to goalkeeping perfection is this guy, Manuel Neuer. We all know about his abilities with the ball, but I want to keep an eye on his leadership. Such a vocal presence who accepts nothing but...
He's got the shot away! Oh, he's been caught on it here! Bale, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, that's neat. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nedved. Nedved showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So we're still where we started right now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Looking for the run. Now it's Bale. And he's running through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
White. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. He can get that clear. And it's Messi. Messi! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Guadalajara have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Rodri spots it and intercepts. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar. Shot a goal!
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's the chance to counter. Half-time getting close now. Milan looking to pass their way through. Gerrard. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No way through there. White. Onana. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, important interception. Neymar. Now it's Nedved. Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Gerrard.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's going for goal! Oh! Fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. You just know there is no stopping that.
Is it just me, or did he make that look very, very easy? That was terrific skill and composure from him. He finished with such aplomb.
Time for a change in personnel. Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Neymar. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Rosicky.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Can he finish? It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Oh, played right into his path. Poor robust challenge. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
Nedved. Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Neymar. White. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Neymar was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, that is one way to stop him. Maignan. Zaire Emery.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Owen. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
De Jong could move up a gear here. Sommer gets flagged offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
De Jong. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And they can counter here.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And we have our very first corner. Beckenbauer with the short one. Gets the shot away! Corner number 2 then. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Bale. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Zaire Emery. Araujo did well to stay calm there. Now it's Neymar. White. And he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rodri. Now it's Neymar. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Zaire Emery. Right. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here, the followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. De Jong, lovely ball, and can he finish? A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up. It's great grafting.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that could set him on his way. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
De Jong. And that was very necessary. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe. And it's Beckham. Now it's... And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get... And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he's following up! And he's straight offside.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Neuer looks to get on the end of this.
Well, a quick look at this lineup and Pavel Nedved jumps higher than the rest.
Yeah, he'll be involved in more or less everything they try to do going forward.
Yeah, he has all the ingredients to serve up something delicious, and we can feast our eyes on a truly great competitor.
Davids, if you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Nedved. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Big chance! Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neuer. Sommer. De Jong. Oh, they can break here. Sommer. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it. Well, it's Neymar! And he's really put himself on the line here. Beckham standing over it. They've played it short. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Goalkeeper's ball.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield, not a trickle.
Rummenigge! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Approaching the half-hour mark. Onana with the foul. Cannavaro. Back into the middle. He's got the shot away!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
White. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Onana bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Onana was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he cuts out the supply. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. Driving forward. And here's Mbappe. Courtois is there to clear. Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella. Neuer. White. Neuer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rummenigge. Now it's Nedved. That is a great pick out. He's got away. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. There's the header. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again. So the first half brought no goals. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Rodri gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Nedved getting this one clear. Barella. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mbappe, brilliantly cut out. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Davids does really well to win the ball there. Neuer chasing after it. Ochoa. And that is as far as they're going to go. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He has found the way through. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan are in front now. The game's only goal. Hits one! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Oh, what? In he goes again! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche.
There's the shot! Just off target.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found the way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Beckenbauer goes short. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Barella. Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, super find. Can he finish? Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Ter Stegen. 75 minutes played.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
There's the hit! It's anyone. In he goes again! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
De Jong fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Now that's well seen too. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's intervened well there. Davids. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Rijkaard. Oh, they could be caught out here. Barella. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I think the danger for them now is fatigue. I think when the body tires, the mind soon follows. So concentration is key from here. Milan certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Oh, important interception. And it's Maldini. Neymar. And the finish! It's in! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, shooting chance! Rijkaard attempts a clearance. Messi. Davids. Barella. Now Davids. Kubo wins the duel this time. Rodri. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ochoa. And time is up. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. And already we're underway here. And we have our very first corner. White getting this one clear. He's tried one! An instinctive delivery. De Jong. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become... Kaká! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Batistuta. De Jong. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well timed, excellent interception. De Jong threads one in. De Jong. Milan so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Ter Stegen. Might be danger here. There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Japan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing.
Great hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Japan have their second corner now. And it's hoisted clear. Roberto Carlos could try cutting inside here. Referee's given a throw. Ter Stegen. And it's Lahm. Davids.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he was alert to it. Kaká. De Jong. Kaká. De Jong. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he latch on to this? De Jong. Davids. To Barella. And that has been cut short. That pass has been well intercepted. Davids. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Costacurta. Lahm. Costacurta. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So what can they make of this?
Kaka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Davids really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
He'll try to keep this alive. Batistuta! Keeper's not concerned by that. Barella. Neuer. Ter Stegen. Oh, well played, well played. Kaka. Rijkaard cuts it out. Davids.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Looking for the run. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
White. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall...
And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, it's terribly wayward. De Jong. And they're quick to press. Japan are looking to go forward now. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ter Stegen. Davids. To Barella. Milan looking to pass their way through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now it's Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shapes to shoot! And it's Lahm. Rijkaard tries to clear. Neuer. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, they can break here, and he's had it nicked away. Opts to play it back. Roberto Carlos.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaka. Batistuta. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Barella. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. has a go! And he hits the net. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Barella? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
De Jong, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And a shot! This their second corner of the game. Beckenbauer goes short. Brilliantly cut out.
There's a real appetite from them.
He's got the shot away! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that has been cleared. Milan have scored two quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And here's Batistuta, and Batistuta! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. De Jong. He's been picked out. Succumbs to the pressure. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barella. Now it's Barella. That is a brilliant interception. Batistuta. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Kaká. Japan finding their passes. Now it's De Jong.
Might want to be careful there.
That's a sharp pass. Gets his pass away. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Davids taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. De Jong did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Onana touches it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Baresi makes the interception. Mbappe. Barella making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Yeah, his achievements.
Barella! That's a half-decent try.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Onana really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
De Jong. Fabinho. And the shot! Goal! Milan! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been slung wide. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. De Jong, very much a man of this moment. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ter Stegen, looking for the run. White. Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Ter Stegen. Onana.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Great ball if he can get there.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Now it's Rui Costa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, he's not getting past him there. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Fabinho. And that has left him in a heap. Well read, nice interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Barella, Milan are looking to break at pace. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Maradona. Messi. Nice control. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's been shifted off it.
Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Davids, who's set up one goal so far.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Barella. Ter Stegen. Oh, that's fabulous. Is there any support? He might not need it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get it through? Rui Costa. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. De Jong. He can run onto that. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Barella. He's played him through.
This is what good chemistry is all about. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Pass somewhat off target. Maradona is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Beckenbauer. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change.
Great hit! That had everyone off their seats.
Sommer nearly produced a moment of magic. He knew the strike was pure.
Rui Costa. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's a goal kick. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ochoa. Oh, they can break here. Ter Stegen. Sommer. Oh, good read.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Batistuta. Rui Costa. He can run onto that. Mbappe. That's good play. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Shandong Taishan have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. Costa Curta. Sommer gets it clear. Oh, terrible pass. He might be in here. He's through and all. There's the hit. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Milan really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Shandong Taishan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's hoisted clear. Opts to play it back. Maradona. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Can he latch on to this? And no, that was never going to make it.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nesta cuts it out. Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ochoa. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. No, he's not getting any further than that. Shandong Taishan can breathe again. Just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And he's going to have his name taken. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And he can clear it away. Rodri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Haaland. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Now this could be a chance. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Rosicky. Ochoa. He's free, he has got space. That is great defending, so alert. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Costa Curta cuts out the pass.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Batistuta, he's picked his way through.
Shandong Taishan need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Davids. Now it's De Jong. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And that has been cut short. Batistuta. Now it's Haaland. Great ball if he can get there. He's onside and a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. All hands on deck for this one. And he's there to get it away. And it's Batistuta. And that's that. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a run. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Pumas, one of the big clubs in Mexico, the Big Four, and they have a following to match. Nigh on 70,000 proudly parading their colours. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And he was quick to react. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word.
Hits one! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now this could be a shapes to shoot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Pumas finding themselves unexpectedly behind. White has it out wide and he gets big! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That is a great Barella! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Saliba is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neuer, De Jong, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Milan are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Now it's Messi. De Jong, very much a man of this moment. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got to be in here! Big chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Neuer. Ter Stegen. Barella. Ter Stegen, who's set up one goal so far, couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That is good strength. Ah, oh, such a clever touch. Davids. Costa Curta. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. Davids. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a great pick out. And the shot! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, important interception. Saliba gets good distance on it. Barella. Onana. Onana was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Messi. Oh, perfectly measured that. Barella. De Jong. Ter Stegen. And it's Gullit. Davids. Can he put it away? Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. And we are up to the break.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Mbappe! Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mbappe! Hits off target and by quite a way. Aim forwards. Bellingham. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Barella. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Davids. Barella. Ter Stegen. Neuer. Now it's De Jong. De Jong. Ter Stegen. Barella. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Gullit.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space. Goes in for the header! And they can counter here. And here's Gullit. Messi, brilliantly cut out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played back in. Cleared away. Barella. Barella. Adams gets over and intercepts. Now it's Gullit. Bellingham. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's managed to get rid. White. Quality ball. Ter Stegen. Looking for the runner. No, that's been intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Mbappe. Decent hit! He scores! They've done it! It was was coming! They have their reward!
Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Pumas go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Pullet. No, he's had it taken off him. Ochoa. Shevchenko. Oh, well played, well played. Rijkaard clears. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Davids. To Barella. Now White. Barella. Messi. Costa Curta. That's a throw.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Shevchenko. Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Mbappe. Barella. Rosicki. He can run onto that. Now, who's going to be first to this?
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he's managed to gift it back. Ochoa. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Passing nice and neat. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And there goes the final whistle. Milan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Milan must quickly shake this from their system, Peter.